Shocking new revelations have surfaced about the death of Hank Williams. Was it truly a tragic accident, or did a corrupt doctor's actions seal his fate? What critical warning signs were missed in the days before that fateful night? And what hidden truths continue to lurk in the shadows of his untimely death? Get ready to dive into the mysteries you never imagined about the passing of Hank Williams. Hank Williams Sr. was a towering figure in country music, celebrated for his deeply emotional songs that captured the struggles of everyday life. Hits like "Your Cheatin' Heart" and "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry" drew from his own pain and experiences. Even as his life spiraled out of control, his devotion to his music never faltered. Hank Williams Sr.'s passion for music was rivaled only by the personal demons that haunted him, creating a storm of turmoil that would pave the way for his heartbreaking end. But what truly led to the downfall of this legendary artist? As the shadows around him deepened, one haunting question remained. Could anyone have saved Hank Williams Sr. from his tragic fate? As we delve into the events surrounding his final days, startling truths will come to light, truths that have remained hidden for decades. What really transpired in those last moments? The answers may shock you, pulling back the curtain on the heartbreaking reality behind the iconic figure. The road to tragedy began on New Year's Eve, 1952. As the year came to a close, Hank Williams Sr. was caught in a perilous spiral. His career was reaching new heights, but his health was deteriorating rapidly. With a highly anticipated concert in Ohio scheduled for New Year's Eve, fans eagerly awaited his performance. But those closest to him sensed something was wrong. Hank was battling a crippling addiction to alcohol and painkillers, and his behavior had grown increasingly unpredictable. The stage was set for a night that would tragically become one of the darkest chapters in music history. On the day of the concert, Hank was far from fit to perform. Reports show he was weak and unwell, yet he refused to let his deteriorating health stop him. Determined to make the journey, he insisted on proceeding with the show. Charles Carr, a college student hired to drive him, picked up Hank for the trip, unaware that this would be the final ride of Hank's life. As the drive began, Hank's condition raised serious concerns. His body had been ravaged by years of self-destructive habits. Sources reveal that Hank's final hours were clouded by a cocktail of substances. One commentator boldly stated, "The dude was popping coral hydrate pills like they were Pez." His fate was sealed, as the man known for his legendary music faded into the shadows. The danger of combining those pills with alcohol is well documented, and for Hank, it seemed he was living on borrowed time. During the drive, Charles Carr recalled seeing Hank slumped and unresponsive in the back seat. Assuming he was merely resting, Carr remained unaware of the dire reality unfolding before him. It wasn't until they arrived at their destination that the devastating truth became clear. The circumstances of that journey remain shrouded in speculation. Some argue that Hank's deteriorating condition must have been evident to Carr, who may have been concerned but felt powerless to act. As one commentator observed, this raises unsettling questions about whether anyone could have stepped in to prevent the heartbreaking events of that night. The shocking rumors and speculations surrounding Hank's final days have fueled heated debates for decades. One chilling revelation came from a source who claimed a forger named Toby Marshall, who bought his degrees, was running a small pill mill operation. This alleged connection casts a troubling shadow over Hank's inner circle, raising unsettling questions about the role they played in his declining health. Did those closest to him truly have his best interests in mind, or were they complicit in enabling his dangerous habits? The rumors don't end there. Some accounts suggest that Hank's behavior in his last days reflected the mindset of a man who had given up. Reports described him as frequently speaking about death, almost as if he had accepted that his time was coming to an end. The haunting resignation adds a deeper layer of tragedy to his untimely demise. One source recalled that Hank often remarked, "I feel like I'm never going to get out of this world alive," a chilling sentiment that would later echo through his music. Rumors also swirl about the eerie circumstances of his final performance. Witnesses described Hank as visibly frail, struggling to stay coherent, and barely able to stand without assistance. Those in attendance reported that he had to be propped up on stage, appearing lost in a daze. Yet despite his fragile state, Hank delivered a performance so captivating it left the audience in awe. The brilliance of his music clashed with the visible toll his struggles had taken. The tension in the room was undeniable, leaving many to question how much longer he could possibly endure. The haunting prediction, "I'll never get out of this world alive." As Hank Williams Sr. prepared for what would become his final performances, he recorded one of his most chilling songs, "I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive." This track, steeped in a sense of eerie premonition, has captivated audiences for decades. It stands as both a sorrowful goodbye and a raw reflection of the inner battles that consumed him. Co-written with his longtime collaborator Fred Rose, the song was recorded on June 13, 1952, just months before Hank's tragic death. Its lyrics, filled with a profound sense of resignation, resonate deeply with the fears and pain that plagued him during his last days. Those who were present at the recording sessions recalled his frailty, describing a man whose voice, though still powerful, carried the weight of a life filled with struggles. The track became an unintentional epitaph, immortalizing the struggles of a legendary artist on the brink of his untimely end. Chet Atkins, the legendary guitarist and producer, recalled a heartbreaking memory. After each take, Hank had to sit down in a chair. He was so weak that all he could do was just sing a few lines and then collapse into the chair. This haunting image captures an artist pouring his soul into his music, even as his body was failing him. The lyrics of "I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive" gain an unsettling resonance when viewed in the context of Hank's fate. Lines that echo themes of struggle and despair have left many fans wondering if Hank had a premonition of his own death. Was he unconsciously writing his own epitaph? The song remains a chilling testament to his internal battles, forever tied to the tragic end of his remarkable journey. One commenter reflected, "It's like he knew something we didn't. The way he sang that song gives me chills." The haunting delivery of "I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive" continues to evoke deep emotions, adding to the mystery of Hank's legacy. The song even found new life as the theme for the show Life and Times of Tim, a connection that underscores how Hank's struggles and artistry still resonate far beyond his time. Jet Williams, Hank's illegitimate daughter, believes her father serves as her guardian angel. In her autobiography, Ain't Nothin' As Sweet As My Baby, the story of Hank Williams' lost daughter, she recounts her journey to uncover the truth about her father and the profound influence his legacy has had on her life. "I've always felt his presence," she wrote, describing a bond that seems to transcend both time and tragedy, keeping his memory alive in a deeply personal way. Samuel Williams, Hank's grandson, has shed light on the family's struggles, often highlighting how his grandmother, Audrey, was a remarkable woman who shaped their understanding of Hank's complex and enduring legacy. In 2022, Samuel made headlines when he publicly came out as gay, symbolizing the evolving nature of Hank's lineage as they navigate the profound weight of their heritage. The final reckoning. What do we believe? As we unravel the intricate puzzle of Hank Williams Sr.'s life and untimely death, questions linger. Was it addiction, deteriorating health, or the crushing pressures of fame that ultimately claimed him? The narrative is as haunting as it is captivating, drawing us deeper into the life of a legend whose struggles remain a poignant reminder of life's fragility. In the world of country music, where icons rise and fall, Hank's story stands apart, a tragic tale of brilliance cut short. His death at such a young age left an indelible mark, forever shaping the music community and cementing his legacy as one of its most enduring figures. Hank Williams Sr.'s songs continue to strike a deep chord with fans, capturing the pain and struggles that many face in their own lives. Yet, the mystery surrounding his final moments remains as compelling as ever. Could his death have been prevented? Was it simply the result of a dangerous lifestyle? Or was something more sinister involved? The rumors surrounding his passing have sparked endless debates over the years. Many attribute his death to his reliance on painkillers and alcohol, while others suspect that those around him played a pivotal role. Could Toby Marshall, the so-called Dr. Feelgood, have been a factor in Hank's tragic end? Or was Hank the architect of his own fate, living a life that seemed destined for heartbreak? In the end, we may never know the full truth behind the events of that fateful night. But one thing is undeniable. Hank Williams Sr. left behind a legacy that transcends time, forever shaping the world of music. And so we are left with the haunting, unanswerable question: what really happened in those final moments?